2 weeks ago, I used the RedCat 51 telescope to image the California Nebula for 16 hours. Now, the combination of the RedCat 51 and the 2600 MC Pro didn't allow me to capture the resolution that I really wanted out of this nebula. This was only my second time imaging it, but the RedCat 51 at 250mm focal length is just too wide. I don't like the background of the image, I don't like the blurriness of the nebulosity. It just didn't work out very well, as you can see here. Now, to some, if not a lot of people, this image looks incredible. But to me, and trying to grow my skill set so I can train other people in our programs through the astronomy nonprofit, I want something more. So, I am very pleased to bring you along this video because this is the attempt at recreating that image in more detail. That's why I switched to the Esprit-80 telescope. It's a super triple APO, very good optics, corrected, and it's incredible with the 2600 MC Pro. Welcome to my backyard. Ta-da! We do have a moon out tonight, which is a thin crescent, but luckily it is in the southwest, and it's going to be going underneath the horizon within the next 2.5 hours. And our objects are over here to the northeast and east. You can see there's the Orion Nebula right there about to pop up, and the Pleiades are above it, Jupiter looking really bright straight up ahead, and a bunch of other constellations. So we're choosing the California Nebula first, which is up in the sky. It's going to cross about 45 degrees across the meridian, and then after 3 hours of imaging that, it's going to go to the Horsehead and Flame Nebula, which will be higher in the sky. Then it's going to cross the meridian for 3 to 4 hours. And then the telescope's going to move automatically to M81 and so Bode's galaxy, or Bode's Nebula, the 3 galaxies. And then that will be high enough to start imaging, crossing over the meridian. So the whole point of plan is to schedule these images and these capture sequences so that you have it during the highest time in the sky. So that's what we have tonight. Alright, so now that the telescope is set up, we're going to fire it up from inside the house with the remote Wi-Fi switch down there. And another thing is we can control it from inside the house, which is 300 feet to my couch. Inside that way is because we have a 300-foot Ethernet cable running buried underground all the way around the yard, up over the roof, and into one of the vents straight down to my router. Now that allows me to travel anywhere around my property and control the telescope, so I don't need to be right next to it or right at the back door or sliding glass door. So we're going to fire it up, turn it on, start the planned session, which consists once again of the California Nebula, the Horsehead and Flame Nebula, and then M81. Then we're going to wake up tomorrow morning and see what we get. Wish me luck. I'll see you out there under the stars. Alright, so the next series of images is basically a time lapse of a few hours of me setting up the plan for the night. I decided not to image M81 because I didn't have enough time, and there actually ended up being high clouds.
Hey everyone, Future Carlos here. Actually sick, under the weather Future Carlos, hence the deeper voice for some reason. Whenever I get sick with a cold or a sore throat, my voice gets really low, which is really cool, so that's the best part about it. But because I typically post my images online and on Pixinsight forums and on the ZWO page, on Facebook and on Instagram, one of you clever people pointed out something that I was completely unaware of. Now, you haven't seen the image yet, so bear with me, but you'll find out in a few minutes. I want to see if you can catch it. I didn't at all, and I'm blaming Pixinsight, so there's a clue. Anyways, so we're going to talk through this real quick. I had chosen 300-second exposures, so those are 5 minutes. That's just my sweet spot. For some reason, I love 300 seconds. Now that all my images are 300 seconds, I can use a lot of the gains and biases and darks and flats. So but only if I don't change any of the equipment or rotate or anything like that. Anyways, I hope you know about that. So these are 300-second exposures, and my gain set to 100. That's apparently the sweet spot for the 2600 MC Pro or MM Pro. That's the unity gain or global gain. We got auto-guided. We're getting around, what is that? 88, 70, 30, 60. So sub-arc second guiding. That's okay. The frames that were coming in don't look bad. What do you think? From my point of view, this was much better than the RedCat 51 data. Now, of course, that's because of resolution and the bigger optics and all that, but everything else was the same. So, I was very curious to see what type of quality of image I could get out of this. So, very excited with these frames that were better than the last with the RedCat. No offense to the RedCat, but on this target, at this time, for my location, for my equipment, the Esprit-80 frames it up better and gets in closer, has better resolution. So, after processing this through Pixinsight, I realized very quickly that this is probably one of my best images I've ever taken, and I'm so proud about that. So, I'm very proud and excited to share with you my best and favorite image so far, the California Nebula. Let's check it out. Okay, so what do you think? Did you see anything wrong with the image? I had no idea, but apparently someone on the Pixinsight for Beginners forum on Facebook pointed out that the star that's supposed to be illuminating the blue side, the upper side, or whatever your perspective is, that star was in the wrong location. So, if you look back to the images coming in off the ASI AIR, you can see that big bright star is on the top side of my image within the curve. Yet, my image, the final image out of Pixinsight, named as Final California December 2023, the star's on the bottom side. What the heck? Now this was very weird for me because not only am I using Bill's process icon set and the rescreen stars scripts, I didn't change anything, I didn't rotate anything, so it was very confusing to me. And not only that, there's no artifacts that I can see. You that don't know are leftover smudges or issues on the picture from where the stars are taken out. Now, Star Exterminator does a fantastic job of getting rid of artifacts. So does Topaz Denoise, Topaz AI, Topaz Labs, which I used via the Photo AI version, the newer version of Topaz Labs, which has a little denoise or minor deblur and minor denoise in there. So I can't see any artifacts, probably because of those reasons. But My star's on the wrong freaking side of the nebula, and it's illuminating nothing. It's not like... So something's really wrong here, and I need to go back and fix it. But this video is almost completely finished, and I don't want to go back and change a bunch of stuff. So it's going to take me a while to reprocess the image. I repeat, I did not save the project in Pixinsight because I was so happy with it. Totally my fault and my bad. So I'm going to have to go back and reprocess that and repost it. But I leave you with a flawed California nebula. That's my best image ever. Oh gosh, how embarrassing. Anyways, now here's the Horsehead Nebula. Same thing, 300 seconds. L-Ultimate filter, EQ6R Pro, Esprit-80, yeah. Check out the Horsehead Nebula, which is also good, but I didn't do any processing on it. I just stacked it, and then did a little bit of minor deblur or denoise. So I didn't do any color grading, no SPCC, no blur exterminator, star exterminator. This is just a raw stack with a little bit of grazing over the top. So I hope you like it. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think happened in Pixinsight and why the stars were flipped around and mirrored, apparently. And I wish you better luck with your images. My name's Carlos. We'll see you out there under the stars.